Hello everybody and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast that is a complete shit show. I'm your host Turch, and with us today is the lovely, the fantastic, the black hair, glasses.
Oh, you shit.
It's Kieran. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, Mr. Person with a beard. Not wearing. Hey, I accused you of not wearing of wearing moccasins the other day. Now he's freeballing his feet.
Freeballing my feet. That's definitely a thing. Hey, Dweez.
We also have a dog in the studio, Dweezil.
Dweez is in the studio with us today.
Oh no.
What a complete shit show. Okay, Dweez.
This is the only other podcast that is a complete shit show.
And today with us today for a very special episode, our review episode, episode 80. It's Jess.
Hello.
Oh, welcome back to
It's
the
been
show.
a while.
It has been a
Has
while.
it? I can't remember the last time I
Oh, it
was
has
on.
been a while. So it's good to have you back on the show because today we're doing something very special, which we do are planning to do every 10th episode.
Yeah.
Which is to go back and make fun of ourselves and review old episodes of ours. So if you have not listened to this show before, this is not a usual episode. This is something that we do just for fun. And what we do is we look back at an old episode. And in this case, we're looking back at episode number 7.
That's right. Numero 7.
Number 7. Now, I'm going to put, just for a few... Say.
Sette. There we go.
And just to put things into perspective for people, because we've been doing this now for about nearly 3 years, on and off.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think. Nearly 100. We're coming very close to coming out to 100 episodes soon.
Well, our good friends at Karaoke Big E,
yeah,
they think we're professional.
I know.
I listened to them, and they weren't happy that we made fun of them or gave them not fun. We gave. See, they don't understand the Australian humour.
I think that's one of my
right.
Yeah.
Right. The cultural differences. But they think we're professional.
I know.
And I was like, what a compliment.
Outrageous. Outrageously wrong.
I love listening to their podcast.
They're
Like,
great.
oh my god, I've had the best time. But when they called Anthony Torch,
Turk.
my day.
Turk.
They said Torch at first.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. I am all for this, loving every minute of it. So hopefully,
it's a very
well, they're
So,
listening.
let's put things in perspective for people who have not listened to the show before. If you haven't listened to episode 7, this episode here is straight after our first ever
Special.
Phillip Island special, in which we had a number of people test dildos, and we also had Kieran, at that point in time, missing from the show due to unforeseen circumstances.
That's right. There was an emergency.
And that's what we're going to go with. That's
Yeah,
what
we're
gonna
rolling
go
with that still,
But you know what,
apparently.
Kieran? About that story?
Yeah.
What?
About that story?
This is not going well at all.
Ah, that's right. We only do one take, but we edit. As the guys from Karaoke Big E
Yeah.
said.
Well, maybe we should leave this bit in. I don't know. Oh!
All right. Well, it sounds like it's working.
Thank goodness. So just like I said,
I think we shouldn't get bogged down on detail.
and all the disgusting things that have happened, that's one of my favourite things
What's that?
that you've ever said, and it became your catchphrase for a while. But at least that was a big screw up. I'm gonna leave that in.
Yeah,
But,
leave it in.
But at least we didn't go ahead with this idea.
Imagine if we could film this and then people could watch it in virtual reality.
Now, look,
I
this-
come up with I dream. I think of the future.
And
I'm the
You are
visionary.
an
and
absolute ideas man.
We had a lot of good ideas. We had lots. Okay,
Yeah, this
I wouldn't say we had
I-
lots of good ideas, but we definitely had lots of ideas this episode. But about that virtual reality one, that would be utterly horrible.
I have to say, right. So when you guys told me you wanted me to review this episode with you, I had to go all the way back to episode 7, and I was just like, This is the funniest episode I've ever heard, but not because it was comedically funny. It's just an actual shit show back then. Like an actual shit show. The sound was off. I'm not sure if we'll go through this, but just like there was mumbling, there was big bits of silence in it.
Okay, let's go with that because you listened to this and you gave me a clip, and this is a clip. Why? And I've named this clip. Why did I not cut this? In English and Spanish, and we're gonna play Scrabble. Lovely.
Oh dear.
That's pretty impressive. But you know what?
Keep going.
I got an article here, and I think that.
Do you know what? Listening to episode 7.
We're not done. We've all done this at one point, but you know what time it is more than anything. Okay, so that's all right. So
It took him that long to get to. He has an article, and then he changed his mind about the article anyway.
I certainly did. Go, Kieran, go.
I listened to that. I went, yeah, there was a moment where I probably should have said something because you had done all the talking, but I let you hang.
Yeah, you could have been a good co-host. Like, I guess we just did that exactly now. We just sat back and watched
really
the
did.
shit unfold. Are we going to cut this? No.
I really enjoyed listening to episode 7.
Yeah.
And I got a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because I saw the title of episode
the spoon
7.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But if you can play my clip 1, and then I'll talk about it.
And here we go. So Kieran has clips. So clip number 1.
I think we shouldn't get bogged down on details, but I feel it's important to explain to the lovely listeners why I wasn't there. And at times, there are emergencies. And one is called to duty, called to action.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Never played it.
Duty.
Call of Duty.
I don't know. I just wanted to say duty.
I've never played it. I've never been a fan of video games.
Yep.
Which, there we go. We've lost half the listeners.
I was going to say, apparently they're an addiction now. Apparently it's real.
Yes.
I heard that. Anyway, continue.
Yes, I heard that in the... in the DSM-5, which is what they use to diagnose those things.
Yeah.
Hang on. Right, and I listened to that bit, and I called this deflection. How good is my CEO abilities to deflect?
I just heard you talking shit.
I can't remember. I was talking about why, because Church was questioning why I wasn't in the podcast, the New Year's Eve special.
Yeah, you still haven't answered that
And
properly.
no, because I deflected the question.
Yeah.
And then I got him off on a tangent and talking about other things, and so I didn't have to answer it. Right. And I just thought,
Are you ever going to tell the listeners what really happened?
no. And so
I feel like you owe them an explanation.
That would be utterly horrible. So look, there was a number of things that I picked up in this episode. One was we were talking about the sex toys that we reviewed.
yes,
And this is something that gets brought up multiple times.
I learnt a lot.
I didn't realise, and I think a lot of people said this on the podcast last time,
I didn't realise how many people were in there.
I didn't realise that so many dildos had balls. Which I still stand to say, I don't know why they have them. Jess?
Some people, I guess, like the as close a look as possible. I don't know.
Well, it sort of stops it from going all the way in.
No, that too.
If you can't
That's
control,
true. Agree.
If you can't control that aspect of a sex toy,
Oh no, I bet lots of people have gone to the emergency room for sex toys that
I
don't
think
have
that would be
blockages.
funny. But you know who would know? A potential new guest.
I will do my best to get her on this podcast.
Okay, so this is about the sex shop worker. Or not sex shop. Sex
Yeah.
toy shop worker.
Shaniqua,
Shaniqua, which she
was,
named
yeah.
her. Now, it's
Lady
been...
at Club
Since then, this is the 80th episode. It's been 63 episodes. And she's yet to come onto the show.
Did I not say I will do my best? I am doing my best.
I think the best... If your
I
best...
am
His
doing
best is.
my
Oh
best.
my god!
I,
Can you please play my clip? I found a clip and I called it "Kieran quits before he even tries."
Which one's that?
It was the last one of mine.
Okay. So this is. I think I know what clip this is.
Yeah.
Jess, and I think this sums you up.
You know what? That is an empirical question.
Oh.
And every time we have a guest on the show now,
Yeah.
we're going to ask them, do they do their own washing? We're going to collect data.
Well,
No, we're not going to do that. It's going to take too much work.
quit while you're ahead, Kieran.
I listened to that, right, and I just thought, what the fuck was I on? Why would... Do you do your own washing, Jess?
Yes,
Good.
of course. Who else is going to do my
Hey,
washing?
ask me.
Do you do your own washing,
No, I got a
Church?
girlfriend.
There you go.
But I understand why we don't have that guest onto the show.
Yeah, why's that? I refuse to work and travel in peak hour. I was worried that you were just going to have, I refuse to work. I'm like, I'm fucked.
But it goes on. It goes on.
Anything before 11 a.m.
But you know
count
what?
me out.
No,
Count
the
me out.
Count you out. Still relevant. How long ago was this? Did you say 3 years?
Yeah. So it was roughly around. It was again I think it was the first week of January 2017.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be 3 years this coming
Coming up,
January.
yeah.
So
2 years. something
Because-
like that. 3 years. Yeah.
no, because this will be our
Yeah,
third
the
Phillip
Phillip
Island
Island trip, yeah.
special.
Phillip Island special.
Yeah. So yeah, nearly 3 years ago. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's really changed.
That's like, oh my god, yeah. This episode is just full of some golden
Well, I think
moments.
this one here was the first episode that we started a challenge. You're electric over there, mate.
I am.
Kieran's making some sort of high pitched whistling tone. Oh
Can
my
anyone
God.
else hear that whistling?
It's definitely,
Can anyone else hear it?
yeah, it's audible.
Okay.
Oh, what, right now?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
That must be in your head.
Okay. Fantastic. This was actually the first episode we announced that we're the fitness challenge.
Yes.
And this is my favourite thing. One, we've already had Niall on the show before.
correct.
And two, Niall's one of my good friends. And yet...
You remember Niall?
I know Niall.
You know Niall.
Yeah.
He won $5 off me the other day because I bet he couldn't do 20 push-ups.
And you know what? We did this push-up competition.
Hang on. Just play my clip 3.
Play your clip number 3. Let me
You know,
Play my clip
I
3.
know Niall. Of course you fucking knows Niall.
Clip number 3.
We had previous guest Niall on this show. You remember Niall?
I know Niall.
And you know Niall.
Yeah. It's just a clip.
I know. I just wanted to show that,
You guys brought in the same clip.
we brought in the
Oh,
same
that's
clip.
good. That's good. But continuing on from that, you told us about your gym etiquette.
Yeah. I've joined a gym.
Yeah.
I've actually got 2 gym memberships going at the moment.
I'm very
I
impressed.
haven't cancelled the other one.
Yeah.
But
Lovely
yes,
music
booked
in
in
the
a
background.
personal training session. I start in 2 weeks' time.
I'm very excited.
So that's very, very exciting.
But you know what? I was coming
How's that
back
going for
from
you?
the gym today, and this is my rant. And that leads into the rant, which was bad etiquette. But
Yeah.
how is the gym going?
How is the gym going?
Oh, thank you very much for asking. And listeners, it's a pleasure to be here to update you on the gym.
On that one
would
time
be
I went to the gym 3
utterly
years
horrible.
ago.
I am continuing to pay for a membership. I've only got 1 membership.
Oh, so you cancelled
good.
one.
Yeah. And
Did you actively cancel it or did it just
no,
expire?
actively.
You went out of your way to
actively
cancel it?
Yeah. And I I go every now and then. I think I will go more because I realise that I can do it during work hours and get paid.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, well.
But
Not
you know
before
when
11
I
a.m.
was gonna say-
Anything before 11 a.m. Count me out.
No,
Count me out.
The only good thing. Well, you know what, everyone? I think everyone needs to donate to the Patreon to help Kieran pay for his gym membership. Because back in episode 7.
If you'd like to donate to our Patreon account, which I'll set up very soon,
Yes.
so we can avoid travelling economy.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Now, define very soon.
within less
Anything
than
before
3
11
years.
a.m.
The only good thing. Oh, I'm gonna have a soundboard more often. This is fantastic.
Well,
This isn't the Rip on Kieran episode.
that was the funny thing about this episode 7 was that you had so many bloody sound effects. I was listening to this episode and I think it was my second clip I brought in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it scared the shit out of my dog while I was listening.
Right.
Oh, we've got a rant.
Why the obnoxious siren?
I'm very glad that we got rid of putting in the sound effects. For this
Dweezil jumped out of his bloody skin when that came on.
Oh, that's funny. That is. I also had a clip about sound effects.
Yeah.
Can you play my 7?
Number 7.
I love Trump Watch. We need some sound effects here for Trump
will
Watch.
put
We
something in
need
there.
some, you're like. Pew, 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 pew.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Boom, ping, ping, ping. Wah. Ping, clink. Hello. Bye.
I love it when you do that because now I can just cut and paste it, and now I have a whole thing.
So I didn't listen to episode 7 after it was released, right?
No.
Of course you did.
So this is the first time that I've listened to episode 7.
So you never knew that he did that too.
Never. I knew to go to the end because he would always do something funny at the end.
So this whole time you don't listen to the episode, you just skip to the end.
Yeah.
What?
I'm in the episodes. The ones that I edit, I listen to.
The episodes that I'm into, I listen to as
I
well.
don't listen to them back.
I like hearing my own voice.
Well, look. One of the things that happened, we did Florida Man.
Yeah.
And I love Florida Man. So we did Trump Watch, and Trump Watch is always a bit of fun. We haven't done it in a while. We probably should bring it back. I love that bit. But I also love Florida Man, and we bring that up every so often. But you know what I missed? I didn't realize we had Florida Man theme tune, which is this.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
But I thought to myself, no, we could do one better. And taking the sound effects that you said, we have a new Florida Man.
Shit.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
That's
That's very good.
We'll try to add some more fun to this.
Very, very good.
Actual art right there.
Kieran, you got a clip for us?
All right.
Make sure you set it up.
I do. And I'll give a bit of a... I'll play the clip and then we'll talk.
Okay, what clip?
And I was a compliment, and I quite liked it because it's rare that you compliment me so much, Church. Can you play my clip 9?
If you see all this shuffling of paper, it's because Kieran's actually prepared for the first time ever with paper. And that's like... I'm impressed. You should see. We're actually really organised now. We're actually getting quite good at this. No, we're not.
Now, do you still hold on to that thought?
That we're quite good at this?
Quite organised.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff up
Except for the fact that I'm wearing a headset that's half broken because it's...
That's making some sort of humming noise.
Well, look, you definitely do... You're definitely more organised than you were when it comes to episodes, is that? But sometimes you don't get the facts right.
What could I have gotten possibly wrong?
And we were talking about delicious food. And you said something that Jess and I both listened to. And we both couldn't stop listening to it.
I think I've got this clip too, but I've called it Falling in Love.
I call this one, What's the Sauce?
What's the sauce the Big Mac comes in?
Okay.
I listened to that 10 times and I was like, Big Mac sauce, Kieran! Big Mac sauce! That's the sauce the Big Mac comes in.
Hang on. I think we need to listen to this in full. Play my 8.
Play your number 8, I guess. Yeah, number 8.
McDonald's have these chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And Traj actually told me about this.
Yeah.
So I can't take the credit.
Yeah.
And you get 24 nuggets.
Yeah.
And you get honey mustard sauce. No.
Sweet and sour.
Not honey. No.
Sweet and
What's
sour.
the sauce the Big Mac comes in?
Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, so you get the Big Mac sauce.
Yeah.
Pour it all over the chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Even in context, it's bad.
Like I said, called it falling in love.
What's the sauce? The Big Mac.
You know what, Jess? I think one of your clips is going to summarize that.
Wait. I like to call that clip synchronized sigh.
Oh.
You both sigh at the same time.
Okay. So one of the stories that we had on this show was about a gentleman who called up the cops to say that his clams were too small.
Yeah.
And I said we needed a follow-up. So I thought to myself, hey, what a perfect opportunity to do so. Now, I don't know what actually happened to him, but I did find the 2 calls to the police he made about the restaurant whose clams were too small. And I thought I'd share them with you.
All right, fantastic.
Wow, an actual follow-up.
I want emergency. Did you call police for medical?
Hello?
This is 911 emergency. Did you call police, fire, medical?
Yes. Can I call for an officer?
I'm sorry, you need what?
I call for an officer because I was just speaking to a dispatcher and I was telling her I buy crabby seafood and I ordered something that it was extremely so small and they charged me
Okay,
the money.
I need you to call back on a non-emergency line.
Okay, so who do I call?
Let me give you the number. It's 772-287-1122.
Okay, what is that for?
That's for the non-emergency number.
Yeah, but that's for an officer to come?
That's for the non-emergency number for you to make your report, yes.
Okay, but I want somebody to come.
This guy's
Because
not
I-
very
I-
helpful.
Sir, you need to call that number. This is
Okay, so he just goes on and fights about that. Amazingly, I found the second call that he makes to the police.
Oh, wow.
call police, fire, medical.
Emergency.
I call police.
Okay, sir, you need to call back on the,
The woman knows the
non-emergency
guy's
line.
voice.
I tried that, but I couldn't get through.
No, the line is working fine. 287-1122.
Okay, bye.
Pretty amazing.
There you go. Good follow-up.
Thank you. That's some expert journalism there. Kieran, have you got a clip for us?
Well, sometimes I'm amazed in these shows of my philosophy, my wisdom, my ability to just articulate just pure wisdom
yeah.
comes out of my mouth trap. Can you play my clip 5?
You didn't buy the seat. It's not like, England where you can buy a seat and keep and take the train and no one can take your seat. It's public transport. Get the fuck out of the seat. Get your bag off the goddamn seat. Oh. Okay.
Oh shit! No, play 6. I think that was that's the what do you call it? The
Lead-in?
The lead-in, because you're
Okay.
talking about a problem.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
number 6.
Do you know what the problem is, Turch? You catch public transport.
Oh.
That is the problem.
Ah.
Well, you know what I mean?
Dynamite drop in.
I've just got blank stares here. I was so impressed with my summary.
You catch public transport.
That's the problem. Don't get up before 11 and you catch public transport.
Oh, look, the big thing for me out of all this episode is this episode showed me that we really do need a Patreon.
Yes.
Because I just know that we're never going
I've
to...
signed up.
I know.
But I haven't done anything.
Yeah, nothing. The big thing for this is...
What's next after you sign up?
I don't know. They keep sending me emails.
This is the guy that has like 10,000 emails sitting in his inbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money-making opportunities. He's got the Nigerian prince scam in there. He's got all the guys in there.
I'm sure I could set it up in 2 minutes.
Probably. But nonetheless...
We should have a competition.
Fuck off.
Nonetheless...
You want me to do it?
Nonetheless, this clip here proved to me that we need a Patreon because we're never getting sponsors. This is what you're missing out on, Jews. This is what you're missing out on. Right here. Your foreskins and your bacon. That's the 2 things that you're missing out on.
Whoa, that was rough.
For who?
Poor Jews.
Yeah, true.
That came out of nowhere.
I can't even remember what we were talking about, but I think we're talking about bacon.
Probably.
Yeah.
That was actually just an overall note. So this is all my little notes I was jotting down while I was listening to the episode. And one of them was just Turch was a lot angrier back then.
I still am. I just in a
No,
different way.
you just really, you've gotten a lot calmer.
Thank you. More composure.
More composure.
I think the piss driblets rant really. I think that was like my pinnacle of
Your
rants.
peak rant.
I know, episode 14 or whatever it was. That was it. I think.
Well, there is a difference as well because I used to get not shit faced, but quite drunk.
And I was going to point that out. You can tell. I think you can tell back in these episodes
That we're drunk.
that you get more and more drunk as the
the
episode goes on. I don't know if it's only because I know you both so well that I know.
we used to drink
you
a lot more.
And that would explain your volume.
Yes, that would make sense.
Because the more and more you drink, the louder you get, which, everyone does. But
Now, another thing is that we talked about going to Montserrat and you talked about eating gnocchi.
Oh,
And one, you said gnocchi wrong, but that didn't bother me. As
Gnocchi?
Much as much
do you
as
know how small? I can still tell you about that. You know how small that gnocchi bowl was?
Gnocchi.
you should have called the cops. Actually, we have a phone call. Let me just.
Call police, fire, medical.
Anyway, so.
That's Kieran.
But I just thought to myself, Jesus Christ, I must have been drunk or I must have been delirious at this point of stage in the conversation.
Have you ever been to Montserrat?
I was actually invited to a wedding there that I can't attend because I'm on a cruise. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, don't go to the wedding at Montserrat because...
Oh, wait, no. I think Jess's sister was married there. Yes, it was a lovely...
So I remember listening to that episode when it came out, and I was driving in my car listening to that. And when you said, "Have you ever been to Montserrat?" We'd only just been there the year before,
Yeah.
year or two before.
That's a very long time ago.
Yeah, but so I was waiting for him to click whilst listening to that episode, and he did click, so that's good. But I'm sure he'll still attest to this day how shit the food was at that wedding.
It was really shit at that wedding.
It was?
It was.
Yeah.
See, am I right?
You were definitely
Actually,
right.
the gnocchi was nice. It's just it was the
we
quantity.
didn't get gnocchi.
No, we got...
I got nothing.
Oh, that's not very good. It's a lovely venue.
I actually wanted to go to Macca's drive-through after.
That's
I was
true.
so
But you always
hungry.
have to do that after. You know what you should have got?
No.
Sweet
What's
sour.
the sauce the Big Mac comes in?
You should have got...
Should have just got that sauce.
That's okay, because going on from shortage of food, we talked about your article, Kieran, a shortage of spoons.
Yes.
Do you have a shortage of teaspoons?
And that was something that I think everyone at that point in time in their life was asking. But I think what this really led on to was how much of a joke your job is.
What's that?
Well, let's...
And it's called The Case of the Disappearing Teaspoons, a longitudinal cohort study of the displacement of teaspoons in Australian research institutes.
Why are we funding this? You know, you're talking about the government getting some real, wasting cash. What the fuck are we funding at these universities? Jesus Christ.
70 discreetly
They want-
numbered teaspoons.
They want people to pay for their degrees, and they're doing this. You once told me that professors have to get their names on 10
articles a year.
articles a year. This is one of those articles.
Yes.
One of those articles by Kieran.
Yeah, by Kieran. That's what I'm feeling from that side of the room at the moment. I feel that's how that's going over there.
That was a very legitimate study.
Well, legitimate study or not, it led to this.
We only do one take.
You know that?
podcast,
Wait. You know
cutlery
those memorial spoons you can get? I want.
Memorial.
We only do one take podcast memorial spoons, and we'll give them out to guests. Put it on the list.
going
We
on
need
the
a
list.
Patreon to start the spoons. In fact, if you donate $25 to our Patreon a month, you will get a limited edition. We only do one take podcast commemorative,
Got the word
signed
right
by Kieran, signed by me, spoon.
Ooh.
$50.
Oh, $50? You
$50 for
get two.
Ah, shit. Yes.
So where are they? Where are
You
they?
probably want to have an update on the spoons.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
I as a CEO, I preempted that something like this might
Here we go.
Maybe I did this on purpose. This
might
episode.
be might be asked. So I did a little bit of calling, and I spoke to some other CEOs, and I thought I better get my response correct. So I'm taking a leaf out of the BP oil crisis.
I'm sorry.
Now, do you remember the BP oil crisis?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
A lot of oil ended up in the ocean, right? And the CEO said along the lines of, "This has got to be the worst week of my life."
I think we shouldn't get bogged down on detail.
So,
Shouldn't have him so close to that soundboard.
as every CEO would do in this situation,
I refuse to work in trouble and PK.
I don't even need Kieran anymore.
I don't
you
even
should
need
do an
her
episode
anymore.
without me and just use soundboard clips. I'm going to Vietnam in April,
And you're going to do it then.
and I'll have spoons then.
I'm sure you can just go online and go to Vistaprint.
No, I've got a guy.
We got a guy.
We got a
a
guy.
We got a guy.
I got a guy.
Okay, was the other idea we had
Yeah.
was this.
Maybe we should get our own beanies. We only
We're doing
do
the
one
spoons
take
first.
podcast beanies. And in fact, if you send us $20, you'll get your own we only do one take podcast beanie.
Stupid
Don't make promises you can't keep, Kieran.
I'm writing it down.
Oh, there we go. I'm writing it down.
I listened to that and I went, we've been going on about spoons for quite a while, but people have forgotten the beanies.
People have forgotten the beanies because it led
Now
on
we've reminded them.
it led on to a story about beanies.
Yeah.
And Jess, do you want to lead us in?
Yeah. So, you were talking about this article that had this washing instructions written on the beanie to get washed. That's why we were talking about do you do your own laundry and stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's how we got into that. And so I called this clip, Kieran doesn't understand washing instructions.
A sexist washing machine
Instruction.
instruction guide.
Yeah.
Did they buy a washing machine?
No, so... And I've got to ask you something, Kieran. Do you do your own washing?
I
Why are you washing a beanie? Why are you washing a beanie? How much do you sweat? You've got to wash your
She's
beanie.
full of hormones. She's 13.
Then don't wear a beanie if you're sweating.
You still wash beanies. You wash beanies. You're disgusting.
I never wear a beanie. That's why I don't have to wash a beanie.
Yeah, I don't really wear beanies very often, so I can't imagine it's something you would wash all the time. But if you were wearing one every day, I imagine you'd wash them quite often. But washing instructions mean how to wash a garment, not how to use the washing machine. Every time you go to do a wash, you go to the Fisher and Paykel washing machine guide. Power on.
Tick one, tick
Cold
two.
wash.
What are you washing? Kieran, you got a few clips left on your board there. What have you got for us?
You've covered all of mine.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, no, number four. Number four. Now, this is a little bit of a rant, but I miss the background music.
You do.
You do. I know.
You never listened to it, though. You just admitted.
Yeah.
that-
So you've only just started listening.
I've got to
it.
say I miss the background music for this clip to work.
Right,
Okay.
alright, here we go. Right.
Oh, we've got a rant.
Is Dweezil okay?
It's fine. It's fine. Dweezil is in the studio with us today. Very exciting. That's it. Jess, you got any more clips on your board over there?
The only other clip I had, which would make sense to the listeners now, your initial introduction.
Yeah.
So that was my last one.
Oh,
if
of
you want
course.
to play
'Cause I
that.
introduced Kieran in a very strange way.
A very
this time.
specific way. So
And
there's a reason you did that.
That's a bit of a callback to this. Kieran, thank you so much. It's so nice to actually have you back on the podcast because last episode was, as our little slogan goes, a little bit of a shit show.
Look,
Oh.
Obviously the wrong clip,
Oh.
but that's absolutely okay. But what I think we all need back from Kieran for this New Year's is this.
beard. I'm still trying to grow a beard.
It's only taken you 10 years.
At 28, I'm almost. Look at it. It's not patchy today.
I must say, your dirty pedo mustache is looking spectacular. What can I say?
Thank you very much.
And I think that needs to come back for New Year's.
I think so too. Quick question.
Yeah.
At the start of the episode,
Yeah.
the theme music was different.
We didn't have theme music.
No, of this episode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what happened with that? That was really wicked.
Oh, well, that's for the
Mate, if you listen to your last
review show.
review show,
It's a new-
Is that the music?
It's the theme tune for the
Oh,
review
there
shows.
you go.
fuck's sake.
Very advanced
You need to
technology.
review
we
this
have
one.
here.
Review a review.
Oh,
I think the next review needs to be the first New Year's Eve. No, the second New Year's Eve special.
okay. We can do something like that.
Where you also got called to an emergency.
No.
No,
That
no.
was the.
That was the first New Year's Eve special. The second New Year's Eve special, I participated in it.
Barely.
No, the second one. The second one, he got a lovely massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was barely there.
We were all there though.
And I have a fear of listening to that one.
So you never listened to it?
Oh no.
Well, you haven't listened to all the other
It's
episodes.
not
either.
bad. It's not bad at all.
It's very funny.
It's hilarious.
I do keep it. We do keep it going with a few guests and understand. But maybe next one we can have some other guests on the show as well.
I think so.
That sounds
I think
really
so.
good.
Can I put a suggestion out there?
Absolutely.
Do you need to do the New Year's Eve special the day of New Year's Day when you're hungover and
I think we can do the New Year's Eve special a little
before?
later on or before or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll change it up.
Yeah.
But I think we need a new challenge for all the people up there. I did the dildo, then we just did the nothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another test, another challenge. This and that. And
Why don't you do it New Year's Eve day?
maybe?
Like 10 a.m.
You don't do
10
anything
a.m..
before 11. we
Anything
go.
before 11 a.m.
But you know
Count
what?
me out.
No,
Count me out.
The only good thing. And with that, people, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes.
Thank you for this fun review show, Jess. Thank you so much for coming on the show and
My
helping us out with some
pleasure.
clips. And Kieran, thank you so much for another fantastic episode.
Yeah, well, thanks for the banter. It's all good.
It's
I guess.
always good
Yeah.
fun. It's always good fun. And for all your wanking needs, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or rant, record it on your phone and email us at weonlydononettakepodcast@gmail.com. And if you have any more clips of our show that you want us to laugh at, just send them to us and we'll play them and we'll have a laugh with you. Thank you very much, everybody, for a fantastic show. And we will see you all next Thursday.
You.
That was excellent.
That went really quick.
It's Trump Watch.
I
Huh?
Sorry.
What? Sorry, my ears are ringing from your consistent humming. Oh my god. Sure you're not wearing hearing aids?
No.